Hello, this is Kelly Frick here, ready to share some tools and fun things. And I'm sure you're trying to figure out, Kelly, have you lost your marbles? You titled this Prepared Readiness. Are you ready to be snowed in for a month? It's summer, right? There's no snow in sight. None whatsoever. I know that. I'm not crazy. I promise. But I want us to be thinking about this in that, fall is coming around the corner and then winter is coming around the corner. And this isn't a preparedness just for, winter. It's a bigger thinking kind of preparedness, all right? So I want us to be thinking about, do we have the skills to be able to really assess what we may need if we were to, say, be stormed in for a month, right? Especially with thinking about your health, all right? Where are you at in your health journey? And would you have the resources and the skills and the supplies to be able to not only survive but thrive for a month snowed in? All right. Growing up, for me, I grew up truly like Little House on the Prairie. So I know that now are there some skills that I need to fine tune or to do some refreshing stuff on? Yes, we always do, right? Life is a continual learning. But I know that if I was dumped in the middle of nowhere, I would be able to figure out how to be able to survive and thrive, all right? I want you to think Boy Scouts as well. Think 4-H, all right? These are all different types of entities that help with survival and preparedness type of skills, all right? Think also homesteading skills. They help us connect with how to live a life that is not dependent on systems, not dependent on stores, but instead has us learning skills for ourselves, but also connecting with the community to be able to see who in our community, who in our little tight-knit circles can we lean on to learn something from or do swapping, right, of skills. We had neighbors growing up that when we literally were snowed in, we could swap resources. We knew neighbors that had certain things that we didn't and vice versa. All right, so back to prepared readiness, right? How does this have anything to do with our health? Again, it is a matter of when we are prepared, when we are thinking about this kind of stuff in a uplifting sort of way, not a fearful sort of way, but a preparedness, then it empowers us, it equips us, all right? Now, over in the membership that we talk about quite often, we have a co-op buy-in in there that we have going on quarterly. And as a matter of fact, there's a buy-in going on right now where it helps you stock up on some of these essentials, some of the different tools and things to be able to have, all right? So again, remembering what are your resources, what do you have that you can tangibly have on you? So for example, growing up for myself, we lived in the foothills of a mountain, and so we never knew if we literally were going to be snowed in for 2-3 weeks at a time. So we always made sure that we had 2 to 3 months worth of goods, of supplies, of food, all right, whether it was in our deep freeze, whether it was in the pantry, again, keeping in mind that we could lose power. Do we have a generator? Do we have all the different things, right? We hear about preppers, right? Sometimes, and we might think preppers are like kind of crazy, but are they really and truly? And this is no judgment. This is a where are you at with your own preparedness and readiness of just being able to take care of yourself and to feel empowered of knowing that you could be left in the middle of nowhere and take care of yourself. That's pretty empowering to be able to recognize what herbs, what plants are edible, what plants could be poisonous, what plants could be healing salves, stuff like that, right? And these are all things that we share in the membership. All right, so what we want you to think about is, how do you think about preparing for your health? As we enter closer into fall and winter, we can start to think about this. What would you need if you were snowed in, right? What would you need if, let's say right now in the middle of the summer, if you lost power? It's super hot. What would you do to make sure that, to ensure that you didn't struggle with heat exhaustion, heat stroke, anything that dealing with heat, right? Or ensuring that you have the resources for any health conditions that you have going on, right? So again, over in the membership, we have lots of great resources and printouts to be able to help you start maneuvering through all that, and to be able to make your, what we call a blueprint, right? Something that you have tangibly to hold, that's printed out, to be able to help you get started, right? So, but today, what I want you to do, all right, this is a little homework, if you want to view it that way, but I want you to brain dump on paper. What are all the things that you would need for a 4 weeks, right, to be able to survive if you had to, and to start with a game plan to ensure that you are supporting yourself. How does this support your health? How does this look to you? All right. What this does is it empowers you, it equips you, right? And then we are able to help fill in the gaps for you. All right. So brain dump today. What are the resources? What are the things that you would need for a month if you were snowed in for a month? What would it look like to thrive, not just survive, but to thrive during that 4 weeks? All right. I look forward to seeing your comments, to hearing back from you, and go check out the membership to be able to add content to the forum there, to add any input. And we're going to be adding lots of extra stuff over in the resource center in the membership as well. All right. You take care and God bless.